Well guys, as you see, we have been busy. I just haven't been able to make videos on them, but we have some goodies, guys. We just got this bag of goodies yesterday from the traders market. And of course we have this one, which we scored some goods from the antique mall. Then we have one right here with some trades and some goodies I purchased from a local collector. And then some new recolors for 2022 I've been wanting to get in the collection. Just haven't been able to catch any Q case yet, but it's just right around the corner. And of course, the highly anticipated new recolors and toolings for next year. I cannot wait to see what we're gonna find. Hopefully we catch some goodies next year. This year hasn't been so hot. It's been like kinda I don't know. But of course guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a really solid and busy week. As you can see right here, we have some empty spots. These were all of my Ford GTs, Supras, and R35s are missing because they are now in some jammers. So we were pretty busy yesterday opening up all of my JDM cars. I still have a whole bunch to go through, but all of my R35s finally put the white one in there. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm definitely digging the jammers. And then we have here more Nissans and Datsuns, and then the R30s all the way to the R34s with some 2000 GTXs and GTRs. All of my Ford GTs are in this jammer, and I absolutely love how they were able to double stack in here. So you get twice the amount in just one side of a jammer. So 48 cars are just on one side instead of 48 being out of the entire case. So we have one spot left for a Shelby, for the Shelby side, but the Ford GT side is completely full. Let's go ahead and get straight into this madness right here, guys. We're gonna start out with this bag with some new recolors for the collection. First one is the La Troca out of the Hot Wheels Hot Trucks, and this pink metallic just looks beautiful. You have the nice pinstriping work in silver and purple, and of course you can't have the La Troca without the chrome lace wheels all the way around. Check that out. Beautiful truck though. And I have a few recolors of this one. You have the old school satin brown or matte brown color. Then you got the pearl white and the black. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there. I just don't have a lot of the older ones, but here we go. Beautiful recolor for the collection. We'll have that sitting right over there. Next up, we picked up a new recolor of the 86 Toyota van. Now these are out of P case, and here we go. Got the silver metallic with the blue and light blues for the side striping right there. You got the chrome aero discs. And then coming around the back, you do have the details, which I'm glad they paid attention to, because this would have looked just like a rolling brick if they didn't have any details. But you can see the tampos for that taillight is missing, so that's kind of a bummer because it's yeah, details make a huge difference. But another Hot Wheels J Imports little van for the collection. Next up, we have the beautiful Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR with the Hot Wheels Race Team livery out of the Then and Now series. You do have the black MC5s with the chrome trim, and of course the blue metallic with the race livery is always a solid choice for any car, but going to fit in nicely with all of my Vipers. I think I have them starting from the bottom going all the way up until the 90s Viper, and this is the RT10, which is the Then and Now match for the ACR. So another beautiful recolor and addition to the collection. Next up, we have the red recolor of the Jeep Cherokee. This thing is super sweet in red. I am digging this so much better than the green. But you do have the gray bead locks, of course the same tampos as the other casting, but you just have it in red this time. You still have the window tampos with the Hot Wheels Flame and some other goodies, Goodyear and all that good stuff. No tampos for the front, but you do have some taillight tampos right there. And there we go. Baja Blazers is looking really good right now, especially coming out in red. Next up, this is a Walmart exclusive. You have the Volkswagen Golf MK2, beautiful red. I definitely love when they do a recolor in red with some white wheels. Now they chose the lace wheels, which I think are perfect, especially because you would see some BBS style wheels on a Volkswagen like this. But no tampos, which I'm pretty surprised, because normally they would do a pretty good job on a series like this. They'll add some type of tampo, but this is a pretty good series, guys. You do have the T2 pickup, the squareback, Scirocco GT24, and you have the SP2, the Volkswagen Caddy, the Beetle pickup, and then of course the MK2. But a beautiful casting. Love the black hood and white stripe to help tie in everything on this casting. But there we go, another one for my Volkswagen collection. And here is number 2 out of the series that I just had to get for it, and it's the Volkswagen Scirocco GT24. And just really dig this casting. It's a full race car setup. I love the livery on there with the 124 and the huge R Racing right there. You have the Castrol in Bilstein and the gray 10 spokes, which I think look really good on here. So headlight details, but no tampos for the tail light. Love the roof mounted wing on hatchbacks, and you can see the really nice roll cage in there in red. So another wicked Volkswagen out of that series. Then next up, we did pick up a second Liberty Walk Silhouette Works GT Nissan GT Liberty Walk Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GT RR version .2. Man, that's a long title. Looking super fresh in the white enamel with the Steelies in black. And of course you have the Hot Wheels Flame with the gold, orange, and black striping right there. So just the basic GTR front tampos for the grille and no tampos for the tail light. But the white looks really good. I still think the red and the blue are probably the best ones, but you can never go wrong with white. White just looks very clean, very simple. But here we go, another R35 recolor. And then next up we got the 32 Ford. Now this is the main line of the Super for 2022 out of the Rod Squad, but of course this one has a bent up wheel. Check that out. Ah, man, when I found this I was like, oh, of course, the only 32 Ford they had in there had a messed up wheel. But of course the Gulf livery looking really good. This will be a wheel swap candidate because I did manage to get another one in the collection, but we'll showcase that one later. So here we go, the number 3 meatball on the Gulf livery. And yeah, 32 Fords is always a good one to collect. I have a lot of variations of that casting. All right, and then next up we have the 95 RX-7 recolor of the Falcon livery. You have the silver metallic with the blue, of course, black 10 spokes all the way around, and the light blue tinted glass. This is out of the Hot Wheels Drift series, so no tail light tampos or front tampos at all. I think the only ones that had the tampos looked the best. So the yellow one missed it, but the red one looks really good with some tampos, and I believe the black one itself has them. It's right there. So I wish they would have kept up with the taillight tampos because it just really makes or breaks a casting, but still a beautiful recolor for the collection. So there we go. The Chevelle SS Express, I was super stoked when I seen this casting. It is freaking awesome. Check this out, black enamel, completely blacked out. Then you have the slotted 5 spokes with the gray ring. You do have the little hockey stripe right there on the bottom in satin black with the SS. But coming around the front, guys, check that out. Nicely done, exposed blown motor right there. You can see it right there in the picture. That thing just looks tough. I'm glad they just went with the all blacked out look. So even the headlights are blacked out because there's no tampos. So it's a little forgiven because it's just a blacked out Chevy. So you have the satin black stripes running across the top as the SS. But man, this is probably one of my favorite newest Chevelle castings out there, and I cannot wait to see what colors come out. But Musclemania has been doing a really good job over the past few years. They never really disappoint. So there's that one. Next up, we did grab the SP2 out of the Volkswagen series. Check out that green enamel, or the British racing green. with the gold lace wheels. That thing just looks really good. I love when they do green and gold. Red and gold looks good, white and gold. So very nice color setup. You have some pinkish red stripes running down the door and side. And then that's pretty much it for this casting. There's no tampos anywhere else except for the sides. Next up, we did grab the 69 Volkswagen Squareback. This is a awesome car. Reminds me of my buddy Alex, who has a Squareback and of course is a collector of them. So coming around the front, you do have the headlights and ambers for the tampos, gray aero disc, and a really nice door trim going down the side. It looks really good. So this one had a little bit more love and attention to it. You have the little stripe running down the center, nice tan interior, and then you do have that little panel right there for the tampo. I'm surprised they haven't used that casting or cutout for a window like how it's supposed to be. Instead, they used a tampo. I'm sure you're gonna see some without the tampos, and it's gonna look really weird without that window, but there we go. Still a awesome casting. All right, and then next up, we have this beautiful Aston Martin Vantage GTE in this wicked lime green color. Definitely digging the high wing GT race car. You do have the aggressive rear diffuser. No tampos though for the taillights. It really washes it out. But overall, the silhouette and the casting itself is beautiful. You have the black tin spokes all the way around. You have the dark tinted glass. And then coming around the front, check it out. You have some headlights at least and some really cool heat extractors outlined in red on the hood. So a beautiful race car. It's new for 2022 out of the Hot Wheels Exotics, and I think they did a really good job except for the rear end. Throw some tampos on there and it would just be a perfect GT car. So next up, we have the recolor of the 2020 Toyota Supra GR. Of course, it's out of the Then and Now series, rocking the red enamel and the gritty little deco right there. So same thing with this casting, no taillight tampos. You do have the nice headlights at least, because they are highly detailed LEDs to go with this one. But black tin spokes to tie it all together, and it just looks really good with this color scheme. So far, I'm caught up with all of the 2020 Supras for the collection, and there we go. And then last one right here is, of course, a NASCAR casting. We got the new Ryan Blaney for 2022 in the 7th gen Mustang. This thing just looks really good. I wanted the Menards one because you guys know Rich sent me the larger scale Menards car, and I wanted the smaller scale one with Ryan Blaney since his Ryan Blaney was, I believe, the old Ford Fusion. These are done nicely. You got the full deco, of course. The detail is really good. You'll always have the details on these castings, and I think it looks really good. So 7th gen for the win. Now, what we got right here, this bag is going to be saved for last. This is what we picked up yesterday. My buddy Bob hooked me up. So probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago, I hooked up my buddy Bob with a box of maybe 200 or 300 castings that I had extras of. And he's always hooked me up some way, somehow, either giving my daughter a free car or hooking me up with the free casting. And he sells his cars for a reasonable price. Like sometimes he goes for $1 a piece, $2, but he's not out there to make all kinds of crazy money, and I definitely respect him for that. But he hooked me up with all of these guys. There's a couple I purchased, and I'll let you know which ones, but check this out, the Chevy Nova. Look at this beauty. Now, I had never seen this color or release of this Nova, but I could not pass it up. I definitely was digging the old school Foose looking deco. You have the red separated with the yellow Z stripe, and you do have the lower white half, but this thing just looked so good. And you have the huge OH5s all the way around with a staggered fitment, giving it a nice rake. And of course, this is out of the Team Muscle Mania. So Muscle Mania is one of my favorite series aside from the Hot Wheels Flame and Race Team series. But beautiful, man. That thing is awesome. And then next up, we got a new recolor that I did not have of the Renault Sport RS01. This one actually has no glass in there. So when I seen it, I noticed it was missing the full glass, And there we go, beautiful silver metallic. You have the red trap 5s. Now a lot of people aren't a fan of those wheels. I think they look kind of cool, but it would definitely look better with some white wall racing tires on there, or maybe some red letters. But still, here we go guys, silver metallic. You got the red winglet right there on the side, and of course the red windshield banner and tampos for the little race livery. But other than that, this was new for 2016, but there we go. Next up guys, we did grab another 67 Camaro. Check this beauty out. You got the nice silver metallic with the Stunt 99 deco with the stars and stripes on there, chrome 5 spokes, and it is an opening hood version of the 67. Check that out, metal on metal, man. That is awesome. So it's collector number 1014. And this will be open to go in the Camaro collection, which I do have a full, I think 3 jammers full of Camaros. So no Camaro is safe. They are all being open, guys. But this is just a beautiful 67 right there. Next up, we got the new Zamac for this year, the GTO looking. I think it looks really good with the Pontiac race livery on there and the blue chrome 5 spokes. But of course, the Zamacs are always a good casting to get, and this is another one that's going to be open. So out of the Hot Wheels drag strip, this thing is wicked. I bought this probably maybe 2.5 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. Bob got some goodies in and I had to buy this one. So it's number 14 for the Zamac release. Next up, we got this one yesterday. This one I did buy from him because I just felt like I needed to support his small business since he hooked me up. But check it out guys, the Corvette C6R with the Redline wheels out of the Redline series. Now I'd never seen this casting before. I think it looks so good with the red lines and the high mounted wing, which is actually separate from the tooling itself. So it's a plastic wing, and you do have the white enamel with the blue and red racing stripes all over. But this thing, I don't know, something about it, I just had to get it. I kept eyeballing it, and Bob knew I really wanted it, but I wasn't gonna let him give it to me, so I purchased this one. He actually let this go for $5 instead of the $6. So in my opinion, it was worth it. And of course, he hooked me up anyway, so it kind of paid for itself. Next up, we did grab this one right here. Now this F-150, guys, is wicked. Another tuned version of the F-150, but it is a 2003 first edition. But check it out, man. You got the red enamel, and look at that motor sticking out the front. Now that is something Hewitt would definitely take off and throw under some other casting and do a phenomenal job detailing. But this thing looks really cool in red. You got the chrome PR5s and the really cool F-150 dotted deco on the side. Collector number 50 out of 2003. Just had to get this one. And then next up, we have this beautiful AMC Javelin AMX, guys. Look at that deco, man. That is such a legendary deco for the Javelin. Loving the red, white, and blue look with the number 4. You have the MC5s in chrome, black interior. And then check it out, they actually did the window trim on the side. They detailed that. That looks so good. Coming around the back, no tampos anywhere else, but I think this casting looks good either way. Such a beautiful Javelin right here. Next up, he hooked it up with the Ferrari 156. Check this out, really cool tooling. It's collector number 50 out of 2001's first edition. So you have the nice red enamel, number 2, and the chrome lace wheels. Holy crap, that was a huge wasp. Where the heck did you come from? Look at that. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That thing just zoomed by my face. Okay, we gotta kill this thing. I don't know where it went. Of course, he's gonna probably fly by my face the second we start getting into this. But back to it, guys. So I know I have this one. It is sitting right up here, but wanted a second one just in case it was a variation. Did not want to overpass it or overlook it. But another beautiful Ferrari for the collection, and my man hooked it up for free Next one we have is a 2005 Mustang. Was not sure if I had this recolor, but here we go. Beautiful titanium color. I don't know what to call it, but it's more of a titanium or smoked metallic. You have the chrome Y5s with a staggered fitment, chrome interior, and black hood. But we're gonna go ahead and check to see if I even have this one, which I don't think I do, but it did look familiar. So no, that's GT500. Don't see it anywhere here. It's probably loose then. So let's see, what do we have over here? Nope. Nice. Nice. All right, so I am so glad I picked it up because I do not have it. I do not have this one in the collection. So here we go. Man, I'm glad I picked this up. Next one we got is the old 1932 Bugatti Type 50. Here we go. Beautiful blue enamel with the black fenders and gold 5 dots. Now I do have a couple of these that we got from Rich. I'm not sure if they're over here or not. There we go. So we got the green enamel and then we have it in white. So this is number 3 for the Bugatti. And I am definitely stoked to have this because these aren't common, guys. You don't see these too often in antique malls or traders markets or even in anyone's collection that's going for sale. But this was another one he hooked me up with. Next one. This one I did buy off of him. It was the 2018 release of the 70 Camaro with the Hotchkiss deco. Check this out, guys. Loving the blue metallic chrome PR5s. Of course, another Hotchkiss deco and variation for the collection. I do have a couple Hotchkiss, I think purple and orange. So this is another beautiful addition out of the Hot Wheels Speed Graphics. So 2018, guys, 2018 had some good ones. Next one, check this out, guys, the Cunningham C4R. Now I do have the reverse recolor of this one with the white and blue stripe. And when I seen he had the blue and white, I just had to grab it, of course, because I think it's a really cool casting. It's collector number 156 out of 2002. But look at that. Man, this thing is really, really nice. Love that blue metallic. I think I have a couple Jaguars in the same blue. I want to say they're over there, but yeah, definitely dig this one. Of course, the last one, or last two actually, this right here. Now this is a mystery model Corvette and looks really good. So he actually hooked me up with this one as well because he said he got it for free, so he wasn't going to sell it. But the C6 Corvette in this beautiful maroon metallic with the chrome PR5s, tail lights are done, and then coming around you do have the headlights and everything else. So this casting is beautiful, and the fact that it's in this good of a condition loose, I'm excited. So another beautiful Corvette to add to the collection. And the last one right here, I did open up the new blue and pink Skyline out of the new 54 series right here. So beautiful blue metallic. You have the nice taillight tampos and GTR badge on the side. I did pick up 2 of those because they've been super hard. I wanted to open one up and then have one loose to race on the track at some point. Next up, guys, this bag is a pretty vintage NASCAR stuff right here. First one is out of the winner's circle. We do have the Bobby Labonte's 2001 True Value IROC, guys. Look at that. This is wicked cool. I love the F-bodies, the Trans Ams, the Firebirds in this race car series is really cool, and I've always been a huge fan of them. But I love the black and red. That just looks really good. I got this a while back and just been sitting on showcasing these to you guys. But we got Bobby Labonte. Next one's a Hot Wheels Racing. This one is cool, guys. We got the Spam 91. It's Mike Wallace. Check that out. So $650 I paid for this. And I only got because of the Spam livery. I seen this casting in the museum when we went to the Spam museum. This was inside one of the cases and I can't believe I found it. The card is super rough, super flimsy, but this is going to be opened for the display. But you have the old Chevy Monte Carlo rocking the 97 edition Hot Wheels Racing. Next one's Collector 725. Look at this beauty. You got the Hot Wheels Race Team Series 4 of the 67 Camaro with the race team livery and of course the white interior. But loving this casting. Got the opening hood, 5 spokes in chrome, and the number 1 on top. So I don't have this one. I have the Corvette and the truck and a couple of the number 1s, but I did not have the Camaro out of that series. So always going to pick up old Hot Wheels race teams. Next up, we grabbed a new recolor for the Corvette. It's the 58 Vet out of the engine revealers. So it does have the opening hood, silver metallic with the blue and white tribal flames, or actually they're just normal flames, but wrapped around the side with the chrome 5 spokes. This thing is another awesome 58. Not my favorite one. I definitely dig the neon yellow and pink one that I have. And of course, I do have a really nice black one of that. Next two are some loose castings, but here's the 97 I referenced in a couple videos ago from the one I got from Kingna. So this is the Anthony Pizarro's 97. Metal on metal, does have some Real Rider Goodyears on there, and just another casting in really good condition for being loose. And then next up, we have the number 4 Kodak. Check this out, guys. This is cool. Now, I do have a couple. I have the number 4 Sterling Marlin, but definitely did not have Bobby's number 4. And this is just another cool Monte Carlo for the collection. Last one we picked up from the antique mall is this one right here, guys. I thought this was cool, and I've been eyeballing it for some time, but it's the Ernie Irvan promo car out of the Action Platinum Series Racing Collectibles. So you guys ready to see the old Ernie Irvan? Look at this, guys, number 88. So I've never seen a casting of his with the 88 since he was number 28, but here we go. You have the nice opening hood. You do have some springs for the suspension, engine blocks kind of painted, so a little bit of attention to the detail. Plastic bottom, but the metal they used is really heavy. So coming around the back, you do have the open trunk with the fuel cell and the plumbing work needed for that. But yeah, this thing is really cool, guys. The Havoline 88 of the Ernie Irvan, definitely had to pick it up. Oh, and I never noticed that. It's under the hood too. Old Ford Thunderbird, looking really good with the Havoline. So this box is gonna go with the other pile of boxes so I can keep all that stuff together. But there is that one, guys. That is cool. If you guys know any more info on why Ernie Irvan had the number 88 and how long he had this one for, or if it was just for the promo, comment down below. I'm super curious on that. And of course, you can see this one. I almost forgot. We did pick up the new 2-pack premium of the BMW M1 Pro Car and the Lancia Stratos Group 5. Beautiful racing liveries for the two. You have the white and red on this one with the white aero discs. And then of course you have the Italian colors with the red 7 spokes on this one. So beautiful 2 castings right here. You do have the Chevelle 66 and the 69 Torino Talladega. I really do want that one. And of course you have the Aventador Coupe and the Huracan LP610. Actually, all 3 of these are awesome. But of course, this was the only one on pegs at Target. So this bag right here, guys, this has the most anticipated Super for the year, and I managed to trade for it. And let's go ahead and rip this open. So first up, guys, I know you guys can see we have another M2. It's Coca-Cola, but it's not just any other Coca-Cola M2. Check this out, guys. We have a 750-piece chase of this beautiful 65 Fastback. Look at that, man. Red on red Coca-Cola livery. This thing is awesome. So I actually managed to trade a Corvette chase out of the premium lineup, which is out of which series, which was the chase of this one, the C8R. So traded it 1-for-1 for this M2 chase. Just had to have this one for the collection. I'll let go of a Corvette chase or any other chase to to get a Mustang in the collection, but I'll never trade out a Mustang Chase or any other Mustang for anything else. So next up, I'm not gonna showcase that one, I'll hide it for you guys, but look at this. Managed to get some new red editions for the collection and the treasure hunt. But hold on, we're not done yet. Check it out. 2 Super Chases, 2 more red editions, and another 32 Ford. So like I mentioned earlier, that 32 Ford has a messed up wheel. This one is definitely in much better condition. So there's that one, we'll put it off to the side. We have another red edition right here. So here we go, guys. These were the most anticipated reds for this year, and we got the full 3 right here. We got the 2018 Challenger Demon with the Ram Chargers livery in that beautiful red metallic. God, that looks good. You got the 5 slots in chrome, and then this one right here, guys, the best recolor of the 2+2 Fastback. You have the black and red. Look at that, man. Oh, that looks so good. Red interior, red racing stripes on black enamel. Could not ask for a better casting and recolor for the 65. So probably my favorite 65 2+2 so far, and I have a lot of variations, but this one is my newest favorite. And of course you have the new red 5 right there on the back fender. And then the last one is the 2018 Camaro SS in the beautiful red metallic as well. So the best 3 reds I have seen in a very long time. Pure American muscle for the 3, definitely the best one. But we did buy all of these for 15 bucks. I think it was these 6 and the 2 Super Chases he threw in there. Of course, he did throw me 3 of the 65 2+2. They're not for sale or for trade. These are actually held aside for a couple friends of mine who also wanted the 65. So I'm keeping 1 set for myself, 2 already spoken for. So we're gonna go ahead and have those over here. But we do have the treasure hunt of the Muscle and Blown. He threw that in there as well. Definitely loving the black enamel with the drift deco. You have the PR5s in black and the aero discs up front in green chrome. But there we go, Hot Wheels Drift Series treasure hunt for this year. Definitely dig that. And of course you do have the 2 Super Chases of the Bronco. Not a huge fan of the casting. I do have one from King Nut, which is sitting up here. So these are going to go to a lucky 2 individuals that I know. I'm not going to tell you who it is because it's just going to be a surprise. That is what we purchased from him after trading for that M2. Now this last one right here, guys, I traded a Liquid Chase NASCAR. I had to really choose because I had 2 Liquid Chases which one I wanted to trade away. So I ended up keeping the McDonald's number 42 Liquid Chase and trading out, I think it was the, can't remember which one I traded, but anyways, traded for the Super of the year, guys. We finally freaking got it in the collection. The 2018 Custom Mustang GT with the spoiler alert Super. Guys, I've been wanting this one for so long. After they first revealed that it was going to be the Super for this year, I just had to have it. And here we go, guys. We finally got it for the collection in the Spectra Flame Red. You got the red 6 spokes in the front, white 6 spokes in the rear. Gosh, this thing is awesome. Freaking awesome. And it just took trading a Liquid Chase. So my dude actually hooked me up very well with this one. So besides the 2 trades right here, I paid 15 bucks for these right here, which I don't think is too bad, especially with the limited drop that we had. I mean, my dude did take all of them, I think, but either way, he actually saved them aside for certain collectors, and he actually hooked me up very good with these. So I'm super glad because I'm able to hook up 2 other friends with the 65s and some Super Chases, but this one right here was the one that mattered the most. So we definitely need to make room for this Super. I don't know which car is going to come off and move its spot. Let's go ahead and move the King Cuda. Definitely got to move the King Cuda and put the new Super right there. Oh yeah, welcome home, buddy. You are in good hands. All of these cars are in good hands. And of course, now we got to find a spot for the King Cuda, so we'll go ahead and just set that off to the side. There we go, guys. This is what we've picked up over the past couple weeks. The M2 Chase was a solid trade for a Chase Corvette. I thought that was a fair one-for-one swap. Of course, the red editions, guys, these right here, best red editions by far. Then of course the Super Chases, those are for other people. This stuff right here, the stuff that Bob hooked us up with, was just phenomenal. You got the Bugatti, Camaros for the collection, you got the Ferrari, the AMC Javelin. I'm glad I picked up that Mustang though. And then you got the Corvette mystery model. Beautiful addition, some new recolors for 2022, some NASCAR stuff. Like I said, you got the Ernie Irvan promo car right there, and some loose ones. But that is it, guys. This is what we picked up over the past few weeks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up, and of course comment down below which one of these was a heavy hitter for you guys. And let me know, did you think it was a fair trade, the one-for-one Chase for that? Because I think it was. As long as I'm happy to have it in my collection, I think it's totally worth it. And of course, we finally got the Super. Finally got the Super. I don't care what other Supers come out for next year, as long as it's a Mustang. If I don't find it, I don't find it. So like I said, until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter.